What's going on, Jerome's? Minnesota Fighting Vikings quarterback Kirk Jerome Ezekiel Cousins. It's been an unfortunate year where he was playing at an extremely high level, MVP adjacent, popped that Achilles against the Packers, and the road to recovery has been pretty interesting. But Kirk has been up and moving around, as well as a surprise appearance at a Rosemont High School pep rally. Rosemont High School, the alma mater of Tom Compton, Vikings legend. Good times, man. There you go. You're at Tom Compton's high school. I'm surprised that Kirk didn't get sacked 5 times. It happens, man. But the whole thing about it is that, all right, so if Kirk Cousins is moving around really well, then he must be able to be on the sidelines. How come he's not being a good teammate? He's out of contract, blah, blah, blah. Legitimately, some fans have been upset that Kirk has been walking around, but during games, he's been at home. He's been spending time with his kids versus being with the squad. Now, there's a couple things that goes into that. First off, injured players on the sidelines can be a distraction, especially with Aaron Rodgers, where him walking into the locker room, you could easily walk around through a back entrance, as well as him on the sideline is a distraction. All right, so Rodgers making it all about him. Also, Rodgers taking up an active roster spot when Rob Saleh and Rodgers himself has said that he's not going to play. I don't know. Taking game checks away from another dude who could be on the game day roster, I don't know, man. I don't know. But Kirk Cousins reportedly will be returning to the sidelines for the first time since his Achilles injury. Gessling, Strib, go. Kirk Cousins will be on the sidelines Sunday for the first time since he tore his Achilles tendon at Lambeau Field. I just said that. It's a milestone for the Vikings quarterback in a rehab process that's ahead of schedule. And also, Kirk was saying that his wife was speculating, like, well, if they make it to the Super Bowl, could you return? Yeah, if they make it that far, I mean, Mullins, Hall, the pasture not. Obviously has been playing well throughout the playoffs. Now, there's a couple of thoughts here with Kirk on the sideline. Number one, he has to be able to move out of the way. So, like, when Rodgers was out there on crutches, it's a little bit of cause for pause because, I mean, when you're on the sidelines, these guys are huge, these guys are fast, and you have to be able to get out of harm's way on the sidelines because you can easily be yeeted at any time. So, if you have a guy with an Achilles injury, all of a sudden he has to have a sudden movement. That might not be good. But when he's out there, he can have a good advice. Advice for a backup good. I don't know what was going on when I wrote that. Anyways, talking with the quarterback when they're going over things with the blue iPads, aka the Microsoft Surfaces, be like, all right, so when they do this, do that. When they're in this coverage, blah blah blah. Look for this, check with that, blah blah blah. All that stuff, and then there's the other side of it too. Like, if he's doing that constantly, is that stepping on the coach's toes? The assistant quarterback coach, OC Kevin O'Connell, even, right? Also, the TV is going to be constantly pending to him. Like, count it on Sunday. See how many times during the whiteout game they pan to the white guy, Kirk Cousins. How many times do they show him? I would say probably over under 12. I think I'll even take the over 12.5. Kirk not being there doesn't mean that he's not involved. That's the whole thing too, where a lot of people were upset. Well, he's not on the sidelines. Obviously, he's not involved with the team. Justin Jefferson and Josh Dobbs and Nick Mullins have said constantly that Kirk has been in communication. He's been in the building, working on his rehab, and he's been a huge asset for him. So again, just because he doesn't do it as performative theater doesn't mean that he's not being a good teammate behind the scenes, which is what matters the most. Also, a resource for O'Connell and Mullins. I mean, O'Connell and Kirk Cousins had a great partnership over the last season and a half. Got Kirk playing at an extremely high level. This offense was looking really damn good for O'Connell. So, I mean, yeah, obviously it would be an asset that should be used. Also, morale boost for the team. And you see this, whether it's JJ, whether it's Brian O'Neill, whether it's Harrison Phillips, whether it's whoever, like, they love Kirk Cousins, and Kirk is their guy. And probably not going to be a Kirk Cousins, Willis Reed situation, just walking on and giving a morale boost, giving them a couple snaps. Probably not that, but having him on the sidelines in a must-win game and down the stretch it is going to be very huge. And I think that Vikings get a boost. Vikings win. Vikings beat the Lions by 12 on Sunday. But that's it. Your thoughts are thoughts. Kirk Cousins reportedly will be returning to the sidelines for the first time since his Achilles injury, which is great. It's awesome. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Most support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.